What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's the last days coming at you guys. December 9th, 2011. After a great weekend of boxing, got another great weekend coming up. Big fight. Lamont Peterson versus Amir King Khan in the city of Chocolate, Washington, D.C. here. But let's get to it. I want to, do my post-fight thoughts on the fights I got wrong personally, guys. 100%. I commend you guys that went the other way against Miguel Cotto versus Antonio Margarito, and also Abner Maris versus Joseph King Kong Abeko. Let's tackle the first fight. That first fight for you is Miguel Cotto versus Antonio Plaster Hands Bricks in Your Gloves Margarito. Stopped late in the rounds, and to be honest with you guys, I didn't see this fight. I was at an ugly sweater party, right? Getting drunk, having some fun with some friends. And they didn't order it, and I didn't pay for it either, so it wasn't recorded when I got home. I haven't really seen it. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, highlights, things of that nature. I don't want to watch it online. I'm going to wait till this weekend to catch it because really I have no plans this weekend. So I want to watch it in its entirety. But from what I hear, I lost, $100 on this fight to my brother, lucky bastard. But I lost $100 to him because I had Margarito walking Cotto down, but obviously this is not the case. Now, from what he told me in the highlights I've seen online, Miguel Cotto boxed beautifully, stayed off the ropes, threw beautiful combinations, and ate that eye up, tore that eye up from what I'm seeing. I was spoiled up pretty bad, so like some people said, or most people said, I should say, that the doctor stopped the fight late. So what do I think of it? I mean, we've got to go with common sense. I always go with what's the easiest answer. The easiest answer is usually the right one, guys. That if this guy is fighting the same guy, he hasn't improved in skill. I'm talking about Antonio Margarito. He hasn't improved in skill over the last years. And he's still hitting this guy, and the power isn't the same. We've got to go with that. Antonio Margarito had bricks in his hands. It's the only reasonable solution, guys. If you think anything different, you're biased or an idiot. Either or, take your pick. But he obviously had bricks in his hands, and let me explain. Let's say when you were a kid, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, and you had your favorite box of cereal downstairs in the kitchen. And every night you happen to get up and go steal you a little bit of cereal, whether it was a handful or a bowl. But this is your thing. You done it day in, day out. Every night when mama and daddy went to sleep, right? You never got caught. Then one day you was going down there and you seen, daddy coming out the bathroom, and he said, "What you doing?" He see your hand in the cookie jar. You see your hands in the box of cereal. He said, "You know what? If I ever catch you again in that cereal, I'm gonna whoop your butt. You eat when we feed you breakfast, not before." Right? That's what happened to Margarito. He was doing it. He was so comfortable doing that he wasn't gonna get caught. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it, guys? So we've got to say, until he got caught, everybody he beat, pretty much, especially dominated and hurt, he's had to have that plaster in his hands. That's all you can go with. That's common sense, guys. That's common sense. But again, my hat's off to Cotto, because if he didn't box him, he still could have lost this fight. He still could have been hurt. You know what I mean? He did what he's supposed to do. Congratulations, Miguel Cotto. You got your revenge, even though I feel that the stoppage should not have happened. It shouldn't happen, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, YouTube. This guy, Margarito, has fought 12 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, who could not miss this dude. Manny Pacquiao couldn't miss Margarito, right? This is the fight where his orbital bone was broken. It was evident that something was wrong with this guy's eye, and it didn't get stopped. Pacquiao begged the ref to stop the fight. You want me to keep beating this dude up? Right? The ref didn't stop the fight. So while the doctor was checking this guy, Margarito, and he's calling how many fingers he's holding up. I see 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, right? It should have been allowed to continue. This guy deserved his revenge. He deserved redemption. He deserved absolution. You should have let him beat the brakes off Antonio Margarito. I'm all about fairness. I'm all about fairness, guys. But again, my hat's off to Miguel Cotto. Congratulations to him and his family. This is a ghost that they can exercise. Put it behind you. And if you look at it truly, if Manny Pacquiao is on the juice, which I believe he is, why wouldn't you test otherwise? Probably not now. Maybe he's weaning himself off. But we can probably say that Miguel Cotto's an undefeated fighter. With an asterisk, next to those losses. So, other fight that night, caught a glimpse of that. That was the Abner Maris versus King Kong Abeko. Easy fight for Maris. Easy fight. Besides the cut, there was really no highlight for Abeko. I was wrong, and I had that fight, the last fight, it being very competitive in those late rounds, and my opinion was, I am of the opinion that if he wasn't getting hit in the nuts so much, he'd have had more to give that fight. But obviously not, right? So again, my hands off to Abner Maris. He proved his mettle against this dude. I think, again, like my boy Carcino said, it's a bad mess of styles for Abeko. So congratulations to you, Maris. My hat's off to you. I still want to see you fight Nonito Donaire. I think that would be the fight to see, even though I think Donaire would beat the brakes off that dude. I think he'll beat the brakes off of him. But that's my personal opinion, guys. Again, this weekend I got Khan. We got the Khan Peterson fight Saturday night, Chocolate City, Washington, D.C. Lamont Peterson backyard, but it's a damn shame to see you get your ass whipped in your own home. I love Lamont Peterson's talent. I really do. He's a really good boxer, really good. But he's a slow starter, and by the time he warms up and starts getting strong, the fight will be over already. Amir Khan's the type of fighter where he is a clone of Manny Pacquiao. He is a very good clone. He's a very good clone of Manny Pacquiao. And if you allow Amir Khan to get off, and he builds confidence and starts picking his shots, he's going to continue to get off. So if he doesn't slow this guy down with a stiff jab, some control and ring generalship in the first couple of rounds, this fight's going to be easy work for Amir Khan. And I'm not a fan of that dude, but I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I got Amir Khan 12 rounds UD, unanimous decision, one side. Again, unless Khan can pull something out that ass, We'll see in the first few rounds. Again, as I say, the first few rounds tell the whole story of the fight, guys, unless somebody gets lucky, because that's all that happens. Somebody gets lucky with a shot. But that's it. Also, to address a little side note, SN, I'm going to speak on something, I feel that's a touchy subject. You might like it, you might don't. You might take it with a mountain, you might take it with a grain of salt. But you guys know how I love to shout out my favorite channels on YouTube. I got Gambino, I've got Rick Ross, I've got the Big Ragu, I've got Mr. Boxing Today, I got Carcino. A lot of people I go to get different information and different opinions, so I can, educate myself on a lot of things. And it's always good to see things from a different perspective than your own. But I've got one of my favorite channels on YouTube right now on boxing, boxingbell.com. Boxing Bell, I'm sorry, not .com. I'm giving her plugs for a website, but Boxing Bell, and right now she's one of the only few females that speak boxing online on YouTube, and people are getting at her because she was singing a verse from Roy Jones rap when he said nigga. She was just singing a verse, so now everybody's saying she's saying nigga this, nigga that. Stop it, guys. Stop it. She was in it. She was singing the verse. She was having fun with you guys on the MIC, on the cam. And the lyrics said, nigga. What's the problem with that? Right? You'll sing a rap song, say nigga. As a black person, you'll sing a rap song 20 times and say nigga this, nigga that. You call your nigga, your guy. I was about to say it because that's what I do. Yo, my nigga, what's going down? Nigga, what's going on tonight? What's popping? Nigga, when you bringing me my money? You know what I'm saying? So, don't be offended. Don't be offended when someone says that. It's a word. It's a word. It can be used harsh or affectionately. It's just like to me when females call each other bitches. Oh, let me call this bitch. Bitch, what you doing? That bitch better call me. Bitch, where your man at? When I could, don't get mad when a dude call you a bitch. You call yourself a bitch. It's a word. It's a word. Don't worry about what people say about you. Worry about what people say to you. Right? If they ain't in your face, if they ain't trying to put hands on you and touch you, it's just talking. But I just want to say to the point that I don't believe she was trying to offend anyone, whether black, Mexican, white, Chinese, it doesn't really matter. I don't believe she was trying to offend anyone, and I understand. I wish y'all give her a break, or not even a break. She doesn't need a break. She needs y'all to leave it up, keep her name out y'all fucking mouth. Any publicity is good publicity, but still, y'all making beef over something where it ain't no cow. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Find something more constructive to do, guys. But that's my 2 cents, guys. I hope y'all having a great holiday season. You know, everybody's dropping loot, hopefully stimulating the economy. But I hope you guys have a very great holiday season. If I don't get another vid, I'll probably get another vid up after the fight tomorrow. But I hope you guys, again, be blessed, be well. Enjoy your family and loved ones because they can leave you at any time. You'll never know how long God will bless them to be in your life. Again, get at my peeps on YouTube if you guys are looking for some information. Gambino, Carcino, Blood Boxing, Uncle Chuck Nitty, Count Blackula, The Big Ragu, Boxing Bell. For my ladies that's trying to get their look together, Meilani. Plenty of educated people or informative people on YouTube that has a lot of information sharing, who's just doing it just because they bored and ain't got nothing to do. Also, if you guys are looking at the looking for the truth in boxing, make sure you check out FightHype.com. That's also includes Fight Hype Radio. Comes on every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vivek Wallace, Ben Thompson, Danny Howard, one of the best, most thorough boxing sites on the net right now. They give you the real. How do I know that Bob Arum's not negotiating with Floyd? Because Floyd calls Ben Thompson when something's going down. How do you know that Bob Arum's bogus and negotiating? Because your boy Alex Ariza put him on blast. On where? FightHype.com. If y'all looking for true updates, insights, FightHype.com is definitely the best site to look at. They're #1 in my book. They'll be #1 in your book too. Again, the last days coming at you guys. Leave any comments, suggestion at the BOTTOM of the page. I always try to hit you guys back, as you can see. One love.